My name is Olivia, and I took the 5-day in-person course for Global Takeover. We learned a lot of things. I really didn't know much about Forex whatsoever until I did the in-person course. I went from knowing almost nothing to knowing everything. I'm just practicing the skill now. I was interested in taking the course because of my boyfriend, and I didn't want to be left in the background. I wanted to get on the wave as well, so that's the reasoning for why I decided to take the course.
So it's been about, almost 2 weeks since we did day 1 of the 5-day course. How are you feeling right now? Not only hanging out with Jordan and now knowing what he's talking about, but how do you feel as your own being a personal trader now? How do you feel?
I feel good. I feel more confident. I feel like I'm just strengthening the skill base now. I've been practicing with line charts more than anything, like drawing them out by hand instead of on the laptop or the computer. It's been improving. I improve after every time, to be honest, so that's pretty cool.
Awesome. And that's what it's about at the end of the day. So, and how did you feel day 1 of the 5-day course? What kind of emotions or concerns did you have coming into it? Did you feel like you might not learn anything, or not learn as much as you did?
I was nervous about how long it would take me to understand things, or if I would be able to understand things, because it is an investment that you are putting towards yourself, and it kind of sucks if you don't understand what you're paying for. So I was actually really satisfied with how well my understanding is now. So it's definitely worth the investment in yourself, and you will learn from it. You are determined to. If you're determined to, you will learn from it.
So speaking on understanding, what did you think of my overall teaching style and how I taught you off of understanding? I wouldn't move on to the next subject until not only you but your fellow classmates actually grasped the concept of what I was teaching.
So I really liked the way you would put analogies into your teaching. It was easier to understand things like the Hot Wheel car whenever the pullback for the charts, It just helps people understand better. It helps people connect things better. We all know what a Hot Wheel is, and then just adding it makes better sense. So that's really good.
And so the overall teaching style, you go to college and you just finished high school, so what did you feel about my teaching style compared to being in high school to now college? It's a lot different type of style. Did you like it more?
I liked it more. I felt like I learned more there than I have in school in general. To be honest, you will learn more in the 5-day course than you do in school. My professor really just tells us what to do and gives us the work, and we're basically on our own. With this, you're not on your own. You will be learning the entire time. You will have the help there from Mauricio and Jordan, as well as your peers that are going to be in the course with you, which is cool.
And so what did you think of after your expectations coming into the class? What were you feeling after day 1? After I didn't even break down any type of chart with you guys at all. You didn't learn charts at all day 1. You learned pure psychology. How were you feeling after day 1? Did you maybe feel maybe I'm not going to learn anything because he's doing all psychology and not Forex at all?
I felt better. I felt it put me at ease more, because whenever you're able to work out your mind before you actually connect the skill set, that helps a lot more. You have to understand why you're doing something and what the purpose is in order to continue doing that something. Because if we were just going to start with the charts the first day, then we wouldn't have that purpose or that meaning or why we were even there, really. So it's important for the psychology, really.
And so now knowing all this and knowing where you are now, as not only as a trader but as a person, has your mindset changed at all?
Yes, it's changed a lot. I don't want to go to work anymore. I feel like it's a waste of time now. Jordan makes my daily pay in the first hour of the day, so I'm just motivated to study. When I'm sleeping now, I think of charts. It's weird. It's so weird. It's telling him that.
And so did did you think that maybe this is a little too good to be true when you first heard me and Jordan talking about like you can make 20K in one day? Did you first did you maybe think it was a little unreal?
Of course I did. Of course I thought that you'd have to put in a lot more time and energy and effort, and you will if you decide to do this on your own. But if you're able to just invest $300 and get all the skill set and learn it in 5 days, you might as well, and just strengthen that skill set. This honestly speeds up the process for you a lot more than just learning it at your own as well. So
and so now that you've not only seen me do a 20K day, but now you can see the potential in it as well. Now your mindset has changed overall now. Like, it's just crazy, right?
Yes.
And so where do you see yourself as a personal trader and or Global Takeover FX member within the next 6 months?
6 months, I can see myself full time. Actually see myself full time in like 2 months. So yeah,
Awesome.
I'm excited.
And so now that you've taken the 5-day course, do you feel like you know a little bit more about me as who I am as a person? You've heard my story. Do you feel like you've developed a different type of friendship and relationship with not only me but your peers as well that you took the class with?
Yes, definitely. I feel like once you surround yourself with other self-driven people, it helps improve yourself in general as a whole.
Like-minded people.
Yeah, like-minded people. That's important.
Awesome. So would you recommend anyone to take the 5-day course and or the Learn It at Your Own Pace course in general?
Yes, I would recommend people to invest in yourself. It'd be silly to come across this and not try it out and see what it's like.
Awesome. So now that you are where you are, what advice do you have for future 5-day course students and Global Takeover FX members coming aboard?
Keep it simple. That's really it.
Keep it simple. Right? Any other advice as far as personal advice?
It's worth it, really. Just keep it simple and just know it's worth it. Trust the progress.
Awesome. Well, like, you've heard me say this to Jordan before, and you've heard me say this to a lot of the other students, because you've been hanging out with us before you actually took the course yourself. You heard me say that I expect nothing but great things from not only you guys, but I mean, as myself as a person, the high standard that I hold to myself. So, like I said, as long as you stay around us, I expect nothing but greatness from you. And this is just the beginning of the journey. Like, Forex is a journey. It's a long road ahead. So I'm glad to have you a part of it. I'm truly blessed, truly grateful to be able to teach you my passion and my craft. So thank you. And it's time to, last thing is
Thank you.
Good
Luck to the future students.